Hello. Little Rusty here with these videos. Pip pip. Cheerio. I do like the filter though. I think it's super cute. I got my own personal freckles, but not as prominent as this filter. Which I guess is the trend now, because people always want the things that they didn't want before. Or vice versa. Or we start becoming too cynical of the way we look anyways. I don't even know where I'm going with that. I think inevitably change is hard for us as a whole. So sometimes the way you look is, or used to look, it's not the way you look now. So we're always adapting, right? That's why self-acceptance is very important. Loving yourself kind of thing. Despite how you look or your value, the way you perceive yourself, you gotta make sure you see yourself as valued. Anyways, don't even know why I went there, but I guess I had to. So I'm looking forward to spring. This seems kind of a springy filter, so that's appropriate, right? Excuse me. Looking forward to baby animals. Yeah, that's one thing I always love, is everything starts flourishing again, and you get a bunch of little baby bunnies and fat robins and little baby squirrels, things like that, you know. And then everything starts flourishing, all the flowers and stuff. And thank goodness for 4 seasons here in Colorado, because if I don't know, I'm always like done with one season before the next one starts. It's always perfect timing. It's like if I have any more winter, I'm gonna lose it. And then spring comes, you know. Spring's always like a place I'd stay in anyways, spring and fall, but it balances out when you have all of the seasons. Same thing with summer. I don't like being hot so much. I like doing outdoorsy stuff. But that whole like super hot and sweaty factor is never fun for me. Hold on. Hi, John. Okay.
You're good. We're 12 feet away.
Okay, good. There you go. See ya. Gotta play the game, you know. This good old cat and mouse game, right? Whatever. Hopefully that will be done with. But we won't go there, because everyone will be touchy about that one. So anywho, oh look, if I ever fix my bangs, that would look good too. This is work life though, so sometimes you don't have time to do all the extras. But yeah, so ready for spring, done with winter. Whenever it gets really frigid, I get anxious, because I don't like pipes freezing and crap like that where your car doesn't start. That's where I'm like, okay, now I'm done with winter. Driving in it, that's easy breezy for the most part. But yeah, I think we all need sunshine. It's been a long enough winter where things stay humdrum, kind of. You're not getting as much sunshine. You're not able to do stuff outside. I think it's good for all of us. Excuse me. So yeah, that's good. Just on a separate note, you know, I've still been in probably, I don't know how to even weigh it. You go through the refining process, and after a while, it's like, you know, the burning always continues one way or another. It's not always the same way, though. And so, I think as we realize we have to have that continuous reliance on God, despite whatever it is, that's becoming more of a realization for me, because and my transparency, I haven't been able to abide so well in Him, or be intentional to dwell in His presence or seek His face. And I would make the excuse of being busy, right? Which I am, but there's also intentionality. So I'm not going to beat my head or self over the head for that, but there's definitely a difference when you see you're doing something in your own strength and you're not being intentional to get time with the Lord, that you really do get burnt out and pretty much dried up like a prune, because there's no refreshment of the living waters of God flowing through you. So that's been a big thing, but the real condition of the weariness of a soul, the dryness of your soul through trauma and heartache and misunderstandings and uncertainties to the refining process has also been a hard one for me. And I don't know, I've stayed there way too often than I should have. I still feel dry, and I still feel exhausted and kind of burnt out. But that still doesn't stop my desire to want to seek Him. It helps me. It makes me want to understand clearer as to why certain things happen, but it's not going to hold up my understanding of who He is, because I know He's good, and nothing can really steal that away. I know His ways aren't my ways, so I'm just coming back into a place of not even trying to figure it out, but knowing that through the process of all the things that don't make sense, that it still has purpose. And so that's where I'm at, and that's pretty much just the point I want to make, is we don't realize how much He holds us. We always say these nice little religious things like, oh, God's got this, blah, 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 or He holds you in the palm of His hand. Well, literally, when you go apart from that, you can see quite quickly and feel quite quickly the lack of grace and ability to get through whatever it is without Him. Down to the small things, man. So really, in that essence of Him holding us and keeping us, we talk about that even in the fabric of existence. And that fabric of existence is like literally your breath. So it makes this like an understanding of how deep that really goes, and especially when you're trying to figure it out on your own and do things on your own. And I don't know how people make it without even the presence of God, but that's a whole nother subject. And that's one other thing I just value so much, is just His presence, that I can go into that kingdom realm, that heavenly realm of existence, and just breathe Him in and feel Him. And so anyways, I value those things a lot more, especially in this season. And I know I won't give up, even though there's times where I feel like I want to. And that's like a real thing. Like, it's not like suicide or nothing, but like if I went on to glory for whatever reason, like, I'm not gonna feel that bad, dude. Like, feeling like there's purpose and crap. You're like, I don't know if there really is. But it's probably, there's purpose more in your day-to-day and why you're at where you are, or who you know, is for, it may seem like small reasons, but they're quite grand in the larger scale of things. So, anyways, there's value and there's purpose, despite my ability to see it so much at times, and despite your ability, but it's still there. What a grand scale it is, anyways, in the larger perspective of you being here, anyways, right? Especially now in this time, because we must be strong enough warriors to have been appointed for such a time as this, right? If you didn't think we were strong enough to get through it. So things are only going to get better, and that's what I'm going to keep telling myself, even though I don't always feel that. And there's always the greater things for you to pursue and to find within yourself as you seek Him. And so anyways, that's where I'll stay on that too. And I'll choose to seek Him more each and every day. Okay, thanks for listening. I don't want this too much longer, but